Howdy y'all. Hey, if you're looking to spice up your life, you might give this little salsa recipe a try. It flat take the blues out of your winter and put a little zing in your summer. Let me show you how I made it. Now the backbone pretty much of the salsa is going to be these 4 ingredients here. We got a sweet white onion, large, and then these large, I think I have 6 of these Roma tomatoes, but you might need about 10 or so if you're going to have smaller ones. And then we'll be having these gorgeous jalapenos here. I've got 4 of those. And then 1 big bunch of cilantro. The sides on this is going to be the salt and pepper. And then we'll put a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of red wine vinegar, just to kind of make it pop. But that's pretty much it. Now I'll be using this Vidalia chop wizard to render all this produce down to size. It's got a large grate with a little tub underneath to catch the chops, and then it's also got a smaller grate here that I'll be using for the jalapeno. It can chop it pretty good. I'll just run through this. It'll take a little while because this onion is so big, and when it gets full you just kind of pop the mesh off and take off the little hinge lid, and then just dump your produce in your bowl, and then you're ready to go for the second half. Alright, let's try these tomatoes, see how they go. Now the firm tomatoes, that's why I use the Romas, because it just helps to have a firm one. Otherwise you end up with kind of just juice if you're not careful. Give it a little shake just to kind of clear the hatch there. Last one. Alright. That made pretty quick with those tomatoes. To this smaller mesh so that when I take these jalapenos, and I'm going to remove the seeds from them. If you get some of that pulp out of it, that really helps remove the heat, and of course those seeds. This is where the most of the heat comes from in these peppers. See if we can't get these jalapenos chopped up. Now you can see how fine that chopped it. Now I'm going to switch back over to the larger grate, and we're going to try and chop up some of this cilantro. Now I'm going to kind of pre-cut just a little bit of this cilantro up, these stems particularly, so I can get them in this chopper. And that kind of helps keep it from getting too jammed up. You can kind of see what the chop's like. It's not just real fine, but not just real coarse either. So we'll go ahead and get that mixed in. I'm going to switch bowls here. I'm not sure I have quite enough room to stir all this around without making a big mess, so I'm going to just take all this chop and move it over into this other bowl. We'll give it just a little bit of mix. Alright, now we're going to do a little salt and pepper grind over it. You don't want to get too much salt because it seems to bleach or leach the moisture out of the tomatoes. So, you know, just a little bit for flavoring, and you can get a little more carried away on your pepper if you want. We'll just do a little fine grind on that pepper. And then just to kind of help, I think this helps preserve it and helps the flavor pop just a little bit. I'm going to take some lemon juice and just drizzle a little lemon juice over it. And then one more item. This really, I think, seems to help kick it up a notch too, and that is just some red wine vinegar. We'll just give it a good splash of that. These are salmon patty fish tacos. They come pre-made over at our little grocery store from H-E-B. I'm going to go ahead and top it off with some of the salsa that I made. So if you're looking for something that's going to spice up your winter or your summer, either one for that matter, you might consider some of this salsa recipe. It is sure enough good.